Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. Well, no pullback on the Aussie as the market did display a brief round of weakness but surges now into the third consecutive day since clearing 67 cents could move on to now 67, 60, 65. The recovery came despite mixed Chinese data and geopolitical noise, with support underpinned by expectations that a firm Q4 CPI could keep the RBA leaning towards tighter policy ahead of the RBA's February meeting, while the US dollar eased after a weaker ISM manufacturing PMI reinforced signs of cooling US activity, leaving policy divergence and the Fed rate cut expectations of 2 for 2026, which is likely to be the dominant driver. All eyes this week will be on the non-farm payrolls as well, with an expected forecast of around 57,000 jobs added. But the unemployment rate is seen to slightly ease lower from 4.6 to 4.5%. Turning to the technicals, you can see the market is bullish and therefore could see further gains if the RSI continues its stretch before overbought. That would mean, as I mentioned, around 67, 60, 65 and reassess. Turning to the euro, very whipsaw price action leaves a dragonfly doji, and from there could see further gains. I like this market to see a bull run onto 118, 2040, and any pullback likely to be shallow from around 116.75. As you can see there, good demand around that region and likely to be repeated. Having viewed the top side of dollar yen, we've got an engulfing candle and further bearish likely to come into play. I'm looking for a move down to 156, 15.20 and maybe lower down towards the bottom side of this 154 and reassess. Any advances, still be wary of a bull trap. Sterling, very strong, an engulfing candle, breaking back through the trend line and posting a fresh highs last seen last September. Could see further gains on to 136 to 136.90 to 137. I like this pattern, especially the way the bullishness is coming through and breaking back above this trend line supports the outlook. Wrapping up with commodities, well, gold also showed a very strong rally as much uncertainty over the US military operation in Venezuela has reignited safe haven demand. Then the gold jumped 3% overnight and now putting a nice picture in play that could see 4,500 as a potential target. Any weakness? Well, this trend line is holding very well and is around 4,359 to 64. Oil even got into the game and posted an engulfing candle and putting it back on track to target the region around $61 a barrel. Again, bullishness is coming through from the RSI and MACD. That does support the upside. Cool. But do keep an eye. There is a bit of a trend line here, and as you can see, should come in around $60 a barrel, but I feel furthermore there is room for a 261 figure 50. That's a wrap. Thank you for joining me, and as always, look out for the intraday report. I hope you enjoy the great start to the day.